Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down the big ideas. Today, we're looking at a piece of technology that could completely, and I mean completely, reshape the way we all think about driving. Now, just let that sink in for a second. This isn't science fiction. It's the very real promise of a massive breakthrough in battery technology from Samsung SDI. And honestly, it could change everything for electric cars. Let's start with that huge number. We are talking about a potential driving range of up to 965 kilometers on just one charge. That's so far beyond what most of today's EVs can even dream of. And if that range wasn't impressive enough, get this, the lifespan. This battery is designed to last for 2 entire decades. This completely flips the script on the economics and the whole idea of owning a car long-term. Okay, so let's get into the details. A 20-year battery with a range like that? It sounds almost too good to be true. So what's the science here? How is this even possible? Well, the heart of this whole thing is what's called a next-generation solid-state battery. This is a huge leap forward from the liquid-based lithium-ion batteries we're all used to, the ones in our phones and in current EVs. Using solids instead of liquids makes these new batteries way more stable, more compact, and ultimately a lot more powerful. But the real secret ingredient, the crucial piece of this puzzle, is a brand new silver carbon composite layer that they're using in the anode. This is really where the magic happens. That silver carbon layer is what lets them pack in so much energy for that incredible range, and it also helps with faster charging. Now, it's really important to get this part. The battery isn't made of silver. Think of silver as the key, the critical component that, when you combine it with all the other advanced materials, unlocks this absolutely game-changing performance and stability. All right, so let's see how this tech isn't just a cool lab experiment. Let's talk about how it could be a solution to some massive real-world problems, especially in a country like India. And this chart just lays it out perfectly. In a place like India, you've got challenges like limited charging infrastructure. Well, with a 965-kilometer range, you suddenly need way fewer charging stops. That convenience factor alone could be huge for getting people on board with EVs, which in turn is a massive step towards tackling the big problems with urban air pollution. It's a direct tech-to-reality solution. But an innovation like this doesn't exist in a vacuum. As soon as a material like silver becomes this important, you plug this new technology right into a very complex and very competitive global supply chain. Right now, the battery world is pretty much dominated by one major player. As you can see, China controls over 70% of the entire world's lithium-ion battery production. That gives them an incredible amount of strategic and economic influence over the EV market as it stands today. But here's the thing. Manufacturing power depends on having the raw materials. And while China is a giant, it doesn't hold all the cards. For example, when it comes to lithium reserves, they're number 2. But countries like Chile actually have more. And this competition is really starting to heat up. With a material like silver suddenly becoming so critical for these next-gen batteries, we're already seeing countries making strategic moves. In fact, China has already announced that starting on January 1st, 2026, it's bringing in new export controls on silver, basically restricting who can buy it. The game is on. So you've got the tech, you've got the global politics. What does all of this actually mean for the future of driving, for the car you might own? I mean, when you put them side by side like this, the picture becomes crystal clear. For the last century, gasoline cars always had the edge on range and refueling time. But these new solid-state batteries, they pretty much wipe out that advantage. They offer a comparable range, they promise much faster charging, and they could last twice as long as a typical car. So this breakthrough really brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? With batteries that can go the distance, last for decades, and charge up fast, are we finally standing on the edge of an era where electric vehicles aren't just the green alternative, but actually the more practical choice for everyone? It's a future that feels a whole lot closer now,